Welcome, everybody, to FanStream Sports, powered by DSP Media. This is the Fighting Irish Daily Blitz, and I'm your host, Rob Thidoff. You can find me on Twitter at PThidoff for episode 41 today. We're talking hoops, both men's and women's hoops today. Before we get into that, though, we have some football news. Ben Krim, punter from Pennsylvania University, he's transferring from Penn to Notre Dame next year for the 2023 season. He's actually from Upper Arlington High School here in Columbus. Also, Spencer Schrader, place kicker from South Florida. He is going to be transferring to Notre Dame next year as well. So the special teams are going to get both a new place kicker and new punter. And before we get into the women's game today for Virginia Tech, Cassandra Prosper, she's going to enroll early at Notre Dame. She will be on the women's team when they start the winter semester. Same thing what Olivia Miles did last year when she reclassified her senior season to join the women's team early. She's from Montreal, Canada, out of Capitol Courts Academy High School, a 5-star recruit, the number 16th ranked women's recruit in the, I don't want to say the country, in the nation, I should say. And 6'2" guard, small forward also, averaged 23.2 points per game, 13.2 rebounds, and 2.6 assists. Welcome, Cassandra. That's going to be a great addition to the women's team as they go into the winter season and into ACC play. So today was our first ACC game at Virginia Tech. They come in ranked number 6. They're 10-0, 1-0 in the ACC. We come in ranked number 5, 8-1 record. First true road test of the season. And you're going to think we did win this game 63-52, but the way I talk, you're going to think we've lost. The way they started this game pissed me off royally. Very sloppy, 0 for 7 to start the field, sloppy defense, just not being focused at all. Olivia Miles was erratic. Sonia Citron just couldn't get anything going. Missing layups, the sucker shots, as my grandpa Kill would always say. However, despite being only 20, we were playing more or less Virginia Tech's game. Very physical, defensive-oriented type of game. Think of Cincinnati when they had good basketball teams. Fairly good teams, but they were more or less defensive-oriented. They couldn't shoot the ball really well. Virginia teams, prior to the 2019 team winning the national title, very slow, methodical teams. They won with defense, not offense. That was this ladies' team today, and we were playing into their game more or less, not our game. However, second half, even though Virginia Tech, I think they were up by about 5 points, we more or less let our talent take hold and pull away and win this game. I have in my notes here, we were just better than this team today. And think of all the Muffet McGraw great teams she had. Unless we were playing UConn, maybe Stanford, Baylor when they had Brittany Griner, those teams we couldn't out-talent. We could beat them at times, but if you would say teams from, let's say, rank number 6 to 25, we would still beat the shit out of them pretty much during that time period. And that's what happened today. We were just better than them, and that took fold as the game went into the fourth quarter, but it still pisses me off because we shouldn't be dicking around like this. Put these games away early because even though they are ranked, 6th in the country, we were at least 15 to 20 points better than Virginia Tech. And as we get into the ACC season, NC State's a pretty good team. Can't do that against NC State. Get into the NCAA tournament, if we're playing, Indiana's got a great team in the Big Ten. Ohio State's got a great team. South Carolina is the team to beat. We can't just want to play good when we want to play good is what I'm trying to say. We were playing dumb. We were playing erratic. Got into foul trouble, hurt us too. Maddie Westbell was in foul trouble. Kylie Watson was in foul trouble. KK Bransford off the bench. Kylie Watson, she's been struggling lately. She's a transfer coming in, and she had a great game against Cal the first time I saw her this year, but she's kind of taken a step back recently. She had 2 points. Maddie Westbell battled foul trouble, but had 10 points, 9 rebounds. Olivia Miles was awful to start, and Coach Ivy did sit her ass down to make her think about it for a while. I think she was sitting for about 5 minutes, comes back, gets focused, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, just misses a triple double. Sonia Citron struggled, had 11 points. Dara Mabry was awful. She was absolutely awful today. She's a good player, but she gets too hyper at times, very chatty, sometimes. Sometimes she just needs to play her game, stop with the talk. She gets more diarrhea of the mouth than I do at times. Just focus, Dara. Stop with the chattiness, play your game. I can't say enough. She was awful today. Her worst game I've ever seen her play. 8 points off the bench. Natalia Marshall had 0 points. Lauren Ebo, she has been the biggest surprise this year for Notre Dame. Transfer out of Texas. I just thought she would just be another body this year. Comes off the bench, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 7 of 10 field goals today. So shooting 70% from the field. She gets the game ball for me today because when we were playing like shit early on, she kept us in the game because Virginia Tech could have ran away with that early. Can't say enough about Lauren Ebo. She's that big body we need that we haven't had in the past years. Even Muffet McGraw's teams lacked height and size in her great run at Notre Dame. Kudos, though, to Lauren Ebo. Great job. KK Bransford had foul trouble, as I said earlier before. She only had 1 point. Solid win today, 63-52. Next action is this Wednesday at noon, which is a weird time. I know classes are done for the fall semester, but this game is a Wednesday at noon on the ACC Network Extra, where you can watch it online. This game pissed me off because we dicked around early, and I don't want this team to do that. Yes, we have more talent than probably, if you take away, we're ranked number 5 right now. There's probably about 4 other teams where they can say they can just out-talent people. But if you get one of these teams, let's say down the road, if you do that again against Virginia Tech, they're going to upset you because you can't just let teams hang around and think your talent's going to eventually just wear them down. It did today. Don't get me wrong. And that's a great sign that we have that talent back. It's been ever since that 2019 national runner-up team. The 2020 team was just, we lost so much from that 2019 team. That was a rebuilding year. And then you had the 2021 team was okay. And then last year they made it to the Sweet 16. We're back to make another Final Four run. But you can't screw around early on. And it was just, I was so pissed off today. So pissed off. Yes, it's a win, but get your ass together. Get your ass focused early on in these games because it's only going to get harder as we get closer and closer to ACC tourney and NCAA tourney, March Madness. This is FanStream Sports, powered by DSP Media. Thank you for joining the Fighting Irish Daily Blitz for episode 41. And as always, go Irish.